Hey everyone. Hey, it's Mike from Destination Travel coming to you live today from Universal Studios, Florida. Good afternoon, Patty. I guess technically, right? Like, it's what, exactly noon right now? So yeah, as we saw at the start there, it is still Mardi Gras. Universal's Mardi Gras celebration still going on here at Universal Studios, Florida. Only for another week or so. April 7th is the final day of Mardi Gras. So we do have a few changes to take a look at as we make our way around the park today. Namely, the Tribute Store, which we're going to end there. We'll make our way around the park this way, like we normally do. So a few little things, few little updates, but mostly just wanted to enjoy a beautiful day at Universal Studios, Florida. You can see it is really, really nice out today. It's warming up. I think we're supposed to get up to about 80 degrees. But got here in the low 70s. It was really nice. It is a little busy today. It's Easter weekend. So anytime we have a holiday weekend, you know the parks are going to be a little bit busier. But great time to visit this time of year right now. We're sort of on the tail end of spring break here. So things should be slowing down just a little bit. Not too much because we're not that far off from the summer season already. Yeah, like I said, Universal's Mardi Gras, International Flavors of Carnival, I think is the full name, began early February, runs until April 7th. They still have the nightly parades. Of course, all of the food and drink booths, which we checked out all of the menus in one of our first few videos here. You get this King Gator popcorn bucket, so obviously there's all sorts of merchandise for Mardi Gras. And like I said, we will check out the Tribute Store a little bit later because the Tribute Store gets updated with every season. And with the end of Mardi Gras coming up, it means the Summer Tribute Store will be next. And they like to leave little hints as to what we might see in the next Tribute Store. So we'll see some of those details as we get over there. Now, part of Mardi Gras also is the concert series. That is finished now. That last concert was, I want to say, March 17th. It was like late March, which I'm now realizing we are still in March. It's, what, the 30th today? So yeah, it was a couple weeks ago, roughly, that the last concert took place. But Mardi Gras still continues here. Here's some of the food booths. You got Puerto Rico, and then the New Orleans booths for the beignets are right there. And then around the corner, there's some more from New Orleans. I hear one of the shows happening out here. Let's see what's going on. As we make our way over there, too, I will mention Universal this week dropped a big reveal, some exciting details about Epic Universe, one of the lands being How to Train Your Dragon, the Isle of Berk. So if you're a fan of those films, you'll get to experience them in person at Epic Universe when it opens next year. And they released a long video. You can actually check some of it out, some of the photos out on our Facebook. We'll talk more about Epic Universe in a little bit.
Don't get the left okay? That's right. All right, let's take that on, girl. Yeah. Tell me this right here. There you go. Okay. There you go. Okay, very high again. I need to go down. Very good. Very good. Okay. Close up that. This is the close up that. Very good. Okay. You take my heart away. Oh, it's the chippy on the phone. Alright, this is your roll for the cheer, okay? So 1, and 2, and 3. Give it up, cheer! Very good. Excellent, girls. Anybody want to are you? Yes, I'm a boy. That's right. Keep standing for you. Yes. From the top. Okay.
It's the Marilyn Monroe show here in New York. We got the mummy characters out here for meet and greets. I believe Ra and Osiris. I talk about this all the time. I love coming to Universal early in the morning and walking around the park, especially over in the Hollywood area, where there's not a lot going on over there as far as guest traffic, but there's always a ton of characters out. So they do a really good job with their like Streetmosphere shows and their character meet and greets here at Universal Studios Florida. Just walking through Hollywood earlier, we saw the Scooby-Doo gang, we saw Marilyn, we saw Betty Boop and Beetlejuice, and King Julian, all on the same street. And there were not that many guests over there. So if you want to meet some characters, that is the place to do it. We'll see if we see any more when we get over there. Really complete our lap here. There's been some construction going on over here. Some exciting rumors of a new nighttime show coming to Universal Studios Florida, but we don't know anything officially just yet. You can see they have drained the lagoon mostly. They're working on something over there. I'll give you a better look as we get around the walls here. I didn't want to try to sneak through the walls. You can see most of these platforms are not typically above the water. They're clearly working on something. Anyway, as I was talking about earlier, Epic Universe will be opening next year. And there's a lot of information out about the Isle of Berk, the How to Train Your Dragon themed land that you can see on our Facebook right now. A lot of concept art that is very exciting. There's going to be 3 attractions in there. 3, right? Yes, 3. There's a roller coaster. There is a dragon racing challenge type of flying attraction. And then there's a fun little boat ride as well. The whole land looks incredible. I'm so excited to see it. I can't wait. There's also merchandise for it that we're not going to be able to see today because it's actually over in Islands of Adventure. It's in the Universal Pass Holder Lounge. So we'll get back out to Islands of Adventure sometime soon and we'll go and check that out. I'm sure they're going to be releasing more merchandise. I believe every month they're going to be giving us new information about Epic Universe. And when they released that big video last month, actually that was in January, wasn't it? Something like that. When they released the names of all the lands and everything like that, that's when they released the Epic Universe t-shirt that we saw over in Islands of Adventure. And so I'm assuming we're going to see some more merchandise based on each land as they get announced. Not announced, because they've announced the names of the lands, but as we get more information about them. Heading into the San Francisco area now. Hi, Sandy. Sandy says, haven't been there in so long. Well, I recommend changing that because Universal Orlando has changed a lot in recent years. And it's incredible. It's, I mean, one of my favorite places in the world. Patty says, for it being a holiday weekend and spring break, it really doesn't appear that busy. Yeah, there's certain areas of the park that get busier than others, and Islands of Adventure tend to draw more of a crowd than Studios does because of Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure and Velocicoaster, the two big new attractions here at Universal Orlando. So that park is probably a little bit busier. I did see Hagrid's. Hagrid's was down this morning, and then when I opened back up, it had a 3-hour wait. So kind of hard to judge based off of that. It's a little bit of a unique circumstance, but it's a long wait for a big attraction over there. And like I said, we do have some more of the food and beverage booths for Mardi Gras. They are all over the park. I actually haven't tried anything here in the Philippines, but I did try, I want to say this is China up ahead here, and they had some good stuff. Yes, it is China, and they have a Szechuan noodle salad, a spicy smashed cucumber, and then the pot stickers. But I'm realizing now you can't see the menu at all, but here's the 3 items. I did try both of these, and they were both very good. That noodle salad, though, sneakily spicy. it'll sneak up on you. All right, so as we exit San Francisco and enter London, one of the things going on here at Universal right now, actually on both coasts, Universal Orlando and Universal Studios Hollywood, they are celebrating butterbeer. It is butterbeer season. So it's bigger, I think, in Hollywood because they just got Florian Fortescue's Ice Cream, which is an ice cream location that we have here in Diagon Alley. They just opened a counter in their Honeydukes over in Hogsmeade. There's so many names. It's in Honeydukes in Hogsmeade, which is in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios Hollywood. So they now have that ice cream location. It is different. It's got a different menu. It is soft serve only over there. But they do have butterbeer ice cream, which is brand new to that park. So we do have it here. We've had it here since Florian Fortescue's opened with Diagon Alley back in 2014, I believe. We do have some other offerings, and we're going to pop in and check that out here. And as I mentioned, Patty, there are some areas in the park that are busier. Diagon Alley would be one of them. Though it's not too crazy right now. I've seen it busier than this for sure. Let's see, there's supposed to be some new butterbeer offerings for butterbeer season, which again is just a celebration of all things butterbeer. Let's see, can I enter Sugar Plums over here? Let's see if we can find any new butterbeer offerings over here. Excuse me. Let's see, all kinds of candy. Patty says, oh, look, crowds. Try and peek in the case here in just a second. Hi, Mercy. Peppermint toads. What is this? I don't know. Liquid sweets. That is very vague. Oh, it's glittery. Huh. Right, let's see if we can peek in the case here. Well, I'm not seeing any new Oh yeah, butterbeer caramels. So here you can get the butterbeer fudge, which that is a normal offering, but for butterbeer season, we've got butterbeer caramels. Interesting. I actually haven't tried the butterbeer fudge. There's a pumpkin pasty too. I haven't seen that. All right, let's. Let's see here as I try to make my way over to the hopping pot. I believe there is a new butterbeer mug available as well. Or I should say Stein, butterbeer Stein. Hi, Robert. And yeah, Patty, I'm with you. Everything in there looks delicious. I don't do candy very much, but fudge, chocolate, all of that stuff, yeah, that's all me. Right, let's see if I can get a peek at this Stein here, if they have it at the hopping pot. Oh yeah, there it is. Let me see if I can just... There is a line for butterbeer over there. There are a few different locations to get butterbeer, and we'll point them out as we make our way around Diagon Alley. But actually, there's really only, well, two other places. You can get it inside the Leaky Cauldron over there. Let me just see if I can get a peek at this real quick. There's the new butterbeer Stein available for butterbeer season. So you can get a frozen butterbeer, a cold butterbeer, a hot butterbeer, butterbeer ice cream, butterbeer fudge, now the butterbeer caramels. I believe there's a butterbeer lollipop. I think they called it an ice lolly. I don't know what that means. But I didn't see it in Sugar Plum, so I'm not sure where else you can get it. Maybe in Honeydukes over in Islands of Adventure. But that is another offering for butterbeer for butterbeer season. So a lot of ways to enjoy butterbeer right now. And most of those are permanent options, like the caramel and that ice lolly are the only temporary things here. I mentioned Florian Fortescue's opening at Universal Hollywood. Here is our Florian Fortescue's right here, where you can get not only butterbeer ice cream, but a lot of other delicious flavors as well. My personal favorite is the strawberry peanut butter. And then over here at the Fountain of Fair Fortune, that's another location you can get butterbeer here. And you can get it hot, cold, and iced. We're kind of entering the season now where hot butterbeer is not exactly the most desirable. Maybe if you're here in the morning when it's still a little bit cool out, but even then, that's going to disappear pretty soon as well. But I do love, if you're ever here during a colder season, you get a nice cool day in the parks, a hot butterbeer is the way to go. And I mentioned the Leaky Cauldron, the actual restaurant here in Diagon Alley. There you go. So you can get your butterbeer there as well. And then, of course, you can also get it at Islands of Adventure in a few different locations. There's Hogshead, there's the butterbeer carts, and then there's 3 broomsticks. And to go back to Epic Universe, there will be a Wizarding World of Harry Potter land in Epic Universe as well. I would assume they will bring butterbeer to that park because it's kind of a no-brainer. even though that land is going to be Paris, not London. Obviously, London's here, so you can't have London over in the other park as well. So it is going to be Paris. I want to say, is it 1950s Paris? I don't know Fantastic Beasts well enough to know exactly when that is set, but something like that. Again, just a beautiful day here. Let's just enjoy a view of the lagoon here with Kang and Kodo screaming in the background. Head into Springfield next. Another Mardi Gras photo op over here. I did actually, believe it or not, went against what I normally do, and I did actually eat some of the food here for Mardi Gras before today's video, so I'm not dying to eat something right now. I had the, I forget the actual name of them, but they're just crispy potatoes with like a chipotle aioli that are available up in the front of the park. Delicious. The food for Mardi Gras here is so good. They do an awesome job. Universal, I've been saying this for a while now, but in recent years, Universal has done an amazing job of upping their food game for their events, for whether it's the holidays or Halloween Horror Nights or Mardi Gras. They even did a summer food festival, not this past year, I think, a couple years ago. They did a really awesome job with that. Yeah, I know. Patty's saying you ate first. That's unusual. I know. Usually I'm just suffering through, walking through the park, smelling all the food and reading menus and just dying to eat. But nope, I did eat something before today. Oh, wait a minute. There's a blobfish plush. Look at this. There's a very weird prize in the Midway Games here in Springfield. Why a blobfish? I'm not a huge Simpsons fan, but I don't think that's Simpsons related. It's just a blobfish. All right. But yeah, I've tried a lot of the food for Mardi Gras this year, and there's still a few things that I'm looking forward to trying. There's the Canada booth up ahead is top of my list. I have not gotten to try the poutine over there yet, so we'll peek at the menu as we make our way up there. Hi, Stephen. Thanks for joining. If you are just joining, we're taking a walk around Universal Studios Florida today, checking out a few little updates here and there. We already took a look at some of the butterbeer season offerings, a new butterbeer stein, some butterbeer caramels, and that might be confusing. Butterbeer season is just a celebration of all things butterbeer that they're doing here at Universal Orlando and in Universal Studios Hollywood. And it's the first annual, I believe they said, butterbeer season. So see if that keeps growing. We're also going to check out the Universal Mardi Gras Tribute Store at the end of today's video because there's some updates in there as well. Here is the Canada booth that I mentioned where they have their poutine You'll see pretty quickly why this is at the top of my list for things I still need to try. Oh, it looks like it's closed still. We walked by earlier. I was hoping to get some of the poutine today, but they were closed. But I'm assuming they'll be open pretty soon. Candied bacon and onion poutine. Candied bacon, spiced curly fries with caramelized onion gravy, cheese curds, and spiced maple bacon. Yeah. Yeah, I will be trying that at some point. As soon as that booth opens, I'll probably be over there. Oh, I have mentioned this in our previous videos. This is, I think, our third Mardi Gras video this year. And it probably will be our last because, again, the event only runs until April 7th. So we are nearing the end of Mardi Gras here. But I always like to mention my favorite thing about Mardi Gras. The parade is amazing. It's so cool. You got to see the parade if you're here for Mardi Gras. But even better than watching the parade is being a part of the parade. And if you get the opportunity, annual pass holders always get the chance to reserve a spot at the beginning of or like before Mardi Gras kicks off. But they do like standby lines and things like that, so you can come and try and get into the parade. You get to go on one of the parade floats and throw beads out to guests. It is the most fun you can have in a theme park, I think. It sounds so simple. It's so much fun. Highly recommended if you get the chance to do it. And I was showing that area there. I forgot to mention. This is where you would come to basically sign in, and then they'll have you get your costume here in the Animal Actors Theater. And then you get to be a part of the parade. It's a really cool experience. We've done it, I don't even know how many times now. We've done it at least once a year for the last 7 years. And there was one year I think we did it like 5 or 6 times. So clearly we love it. Now, coming over here, wanted to give you guys a look at the DreamWorks land coming soon to Universal Studios Florida. You might remember this as Fievel's Playland, and then Curious George Goes to Town all the way in the back. Now this is all going to be DreamWorks themed. You're going to see Kung Fu Panda, Shrek, Trolls, Madagascar, whatever other of your favorite DreamWorks films. So you can see Shrek's Swamp here. There's a Trolls coaster back there. There's a whole play area. You can kind of see the bridge kind of going across here. There's going to be a Trolls snack stand in there. You can see there's a Gabby's Dollhouse little like meet and greet area here, and then another little DreamWorks. I'm assuming they're just going to put another character, probably cycle through different characters there. So yeah, and you're going to get to actually see Train with Poe on the wall here. The awesomeness starts this summer. So yeah, we don't have too much longer of a wait for DreamWorks Land here. There are some fun construction photos. I'll give them a plug. Go, if you're on Twitter or X or Twix or whatever, go and follow BioReconstruct. He tweets some amazing aerial photos of the construction at all the theme parks, but has some cool photos of DreamWorks. So recommend checking that out. Let me answer Steven's question here. What is your favorite butterbeer? That's tough because I think the real answer is hot butterbeer. Hot butterbeer is so good, but the window to enjoy it here in Florida is so small. So my go-to is typically frozen. I do love frozen butterbeer. But again, if you get a cold day or a cold night in the parks and you can enjoy a hot butterbeer, oh, so good. Yeah. We're going to head through Central Park and up into the Hollywood area of the park. We'll see some characters out there, I'm sure. Steven asks, will Prince of Egypt be in DreamWorks Land? I do not know that movie well enough to even know that it is a DreamWorks movie. So, but I don't think so. I don't think I've heard anything about the characters of that film. Oh, I can already see Beetlejuice out there in front of the Horror Makeup Theater. Oh, another Mardi Gras offering that I haven't gotten to try yet is here at Central Park Crepes, where they have a Bananas Foster crepe. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. It's on my list. Let's see, looks like we have another character over here, maybe? Nope, just guests taking photos in front of the Hollywood sign. But we do have Beetlejuice right up here. Probably a few more down the street as well. And then the Mardi Gras Tribute Store is right over here, so we'll head in there in just a little bit. Right in front of the horror makeup show. We have Beetlejuice and guests taking a photo with the Beetlejuice plush. Oh no, I think I've said his name 3 times now, right? Yeah, we do. Another character just came out. King Julian came out right behind me. So you'll have characters meet right there on the corner here. You'll have characters sometimes meet in the corner back there. In front of the Hollywood sign photo op here. Obviously Beetlejuice meets right here. You'll see typically the Simpsons meet under the Montmartre, I don't know. But this pink building over here, typically, like I said, the Simpsons. You'll see Betty Boop, Marilyn Monroe. We've seen Popeye and the Scooby-Doo gang frequently down there at the end of the street. So lots of characters to meet in this area of the park. Oh, there you go. Steven has the information for us. Prince of Egypt is a film that came out in the 1990s and is my favorite DreamWorks film. There you go. So I don't know. I mean, the door is open with DreamWorks Land. You could always have things change. All right. So like I said, there have been some changes to the Mardi Gras Tribute Store. The Tribute Store and River Cruises. We got the riverboat here. And just to give some background, Universal does a tribute store for all of their seasonal events, so obviously Mardi Gras. Next would be a summer tribute store. Then they'll do one for Halloween Horror Nights and one for the holidays, and then back around to Mardi Gras. So what they've been doing in recent years, I think really like the last maybe full calendar year, maybe a little bit beyond that, they start to, as the event is winding down and you're getting towards the point of the tribute store closing and then preparing the next one, they start to leave little hints as to what you might see at the next tribute store. So we've already walked through here. We actually have a video on our YouTube channel of just a walkthrough of this tribute store. So you can check that out if you want to see this store itself in more detail and compare it, because we're going to see some changes as we go in there. So let's head on in. Hello. All right, so obviously you're going to have all of your Mardi Gras merchandise in here, but it's also going to be an incredibly themed store. So you can hear the music already. And the theme, they do tell a story of the whole store too. So the theme was, this was a riverboat that I guess crashed and sunk. And now we are venturing into this haunted riverboat. Oh. As is evidenced by that captain ghost right there. Hello. Oh, goodbye. So some really amazing theming in these stores. Steven asks, how haunted is this ride? Well, it's not a ride, it's just a store, so you can go through and find your merchandise. And they won't do anything too scary. You're not going to find any jump scares or anything like that, although there are some cool ghost effects you can see here. she's gone. Yeah, Patty points out, love the sound effects. They do such an amazing job with these stores. Also, worth noting too, we're nearing the end of Mardi Gras, so you're going to start to see some Mardi Gras merchandise sales. So 30% off select Mardi Gras merchandise. So if you happen to be here at the end of the event, you can take advantage of sales like that. Steven says this reminds me of the Haunted Mansion. As we enter the next room here, we get into the bayou. You can see the floorboards all cracked, and in the past we've seen gators. We actually just saw a gator go by here. Let's keep an eye on something here. Let's see if something's a little bit different in this room. I love the rain effect. Oh, there goes one of the gators. Let's see. Just keep an eye on the floors here. Okay, you can see a gator going by over there as well. All right, so we got a tip. Oh, there we go. And that one is definitely not an alligator. Very cool. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? If there's, instead of just alligators, now we have a giant great white shark swimming underneath us here. What do you think might be coming to the next tribute store? That's really cool. I love that they do these details and hint at the next tribute store. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah, that was a great white shark showing up in there. Oh, we do have another gator over here, by the way. Thank you. All right, so we are now at the registers, the last room of the tribute store here. This is where you would actually pick up all of your merchandise. And again, you can see select Mardi Gras merchandise, 30% off. But as we exit here, I think we have some more Easter eggs. Some more really cool theming in the final room here as we exit. The pirate cannon. It's like a dragon skull in here. Are there any crocodiles? I believe just alligators, right? I don't know if they have crocodiles in the bayou. Robert says, love this store. Totally agree. The tribute store is always amazing. Yeah, Jeremiah, 30% off Mardi Gras merch right now. There you go. There's a fun little Easter egg. Now this one has been here. This is not necessarily a hint at the next store, but Poseidon's Trident. And we closed Poseidon's Fury attraction over in Islands of Adventure. And here, we're going to have some more Easter eggs for what's coming next. With our pirate skeleton friend here. We've got some video, like a VHS tape here. We got some tickets, Mega Castle Arcade, Mega Video, another Mummy Easter egg here too. That's cool. That one has been here though. So yeah, and we got some floppy disks. So some interesting vintage little Easter eggs there, kind of hinting at. It's hard to read from here. I believe I saw some pictures hinting at maybe Ghostbusters, maybe Back to the Future. So some fun details telling us what might be coming next. Oh, Beetlejuice again. Moved over here. So I love that. I love how they are doing the storytelling of the tribute store, giving us hints as to what's coming next. So awesome. Oh, and by the way, I mentioned Simpsons usually meet right over there. There is Lisa Simpson. Like I said, Beetlejuice moved over here probably because we're nearing the next horror makeup show, moved away from the entrance to the theater. And here's the Scooby-Doo gang in their Mardi Gras gear. Yeah, as Patty says, I see the Mystery Machine. There it is. This is always parked out here now. You can come out and get a photo with the Mystery Machine. I don't see Scooby, Patty said. Yeah, it is. I haven't seen Scooby today, actually. It's just been the rest of the gang. But he does come out here with the gang sometimes. Man, yeah, I'm still like sort of buzzing over that shark Easter egg in the tribute store. That is such a cool addition. I love the way they did that because those alligators have been swimming there since the tribute store opened with the start of Mardi Gras, and now just a big great white shark. That is so cool. Can't wait to see what the summer tribute store has in store for us because it looks like it's going to be like a vintage video rental store / arcade with some hints to Jaws and other classic Universal movies. I'm excited. Jaws, by the way, one of my favorite movies ever. So anytime they bring some Jaws stuff back, I'm into it. Oh, great question from Steven. Does Scrappy-Doo or Scooby-Dum, I don't know who that is, but I know Scrappy-Doo, ever appear in the parks? No, not that I've seen. Maybe a long time ago, but I've never seen Scrappy-Doo myself. That would be really cool. Just throw the ideas out there for Universal. We want a Scrappy-Doo meet and greet. All right, so we're going to wrap things up. We're going to check into the Universal Studios store here, where you'll see some more Mardi Gras merch. And hopefully a new collection of merchandise that I've been seeing online. Yeah, here we go. New Universal Orlando collection. Oh, this is interesting. So basically like, oh, it's a very soft shirt too. There's a tank top here as well. But you've got all the collections of different lands. Ooh, even Volcano Bay on there too. That's cool. You got Skull Island. And, well, I guess just attractions in general because you've got Transformers, you got Minions, Churros. That's the Velocicoaster one right there. But then what's interesting to me is Hogsmeade's on there. You typically don't see Harry Potter brought over to other merchandise. So that's pretty interesting. Could open some doors. This is a fun little collection here. We got a magnet as well. We got a bucket hat, which I don't know if this is reversible, but there is a pattern on the inside, so I would assume so. All those same sort of like bumper stickers. Hi, Jack. Stephen asked, is Jabberjaw in the park? No.
This way.
I don't think I've seen Jabberjaw anywhere. We have a cool glass with this collection as well. Every day is leg day. Got coasters. These are cool. I like this design. Oh, there's a fan. Oh, this is the wrong shirt, but there you go. Ooh, I like this one. And there's a towel. This shirt, by the way, also very soft. There's the towel. And there's a hoodie. Look at this. Ooh, this is very nice. I'm assuming it has that pattern on the back. Simple Universal Studios on the front, and then there you go. There's a youth zip-up hoodie as well. Let's see, the adult hoodie, $57. That's okay. Interesting. We have some patches. And then there are socks. These are awesome. I love it. Very cool. I like this new collection a lot. I really like the glass, especially. Really cool. Let's see. The glass is, I'm going to say 15? $12. There you go. And then, of course, the Mardi Gras photo op. Actually, interesting. The throne is still here, but the little end table with all the little details on there, no longer here. You got all your Mardi Gras merchandise. And again, 30% off. Select Mardi Gras merchandise, so not everything. So you probably have to do some hunting to see, like, all the stickers, like this mug's still $16, maybe 30% off, not sure. I'm guessing anywhere you see those signs, it's probably going to be 30% off. And you might see that change with, again, Mardi Gras goes until April 7th, so the event is coming to an end soon. So you'll probably see it go on even more of a sale. So that's going to do it for us here today from Universal Studios Florida. Thank you everyone for joining me. Again, it was really exciting details in the tribute store. Really awesome. Can't wait to see what the summer tribute store has for us. Mardi Gras goes until April 7th. We do have butterbeer season going on here until April 30th, end of April. And yeah, keep an eye out for more Epic Universe news as well. And I just realized I forgot to have this banner going across the screen the entire video, but now you can see it scrolling across the bottom of your screen there. Be sure to follow us, like, subscribe, whatever it may be, on all of our social platforms. We do these live streams roughly once a week on all of those platforms, so you can check them out there. On our YouTube, ring the bell so you get notifications when we go live. We do have some additional content on our YouTube channel as well. Room tours. Like I said, we have a more in-depth tour of the tribute store that we just checked out. Checking out some of those details in there, so you can see some of the differences that we just saw today. So again, be sure to head over there, subscribe, see all our socials scrolling across the screen. And if you would like to book a Universal Orlando resort vacation, well, you can do that by heading to d2travel.com or sending us an email at info@d2travel.com, and we can start planning that for you today. But thank you again, everyone. As Patty said, have a great Easter. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you all real soon. Bye, everyone.